Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome back to another episode of Bedtime with Bilal. But today is a bit different because, as you know, it is the month of Rabi Awal, which the Prophet sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wasallam was born in. So we have a special story today about the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam. This book is called The Miracle of the Bowl of Milk. So this book is about a miracle that the Prophet sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wasallam has done in his lifetime. So what are we waiting for? Let's get straight into this Rabi al-Awwal book. We all know that the Quran is the greatest miracle that Allah gave the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam. But our beloved Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam performed many other miracles too. Allah allowed him to do many things which would make the Muslims' faith stronger and to bring people who are not Muslims to Islam. The miracle of the bowl of milk is an example about obeying Allah and His Messenger. Abu Hurairah tells us the story and admits that it was hard for him to obey the Prophet in what he told him to do, but Abu Hurairah went and did what the Prophet told him to do anyway. And we see at the end of the story that Allah rewarded him. May Allah be pleased with him. Abu Hurairah, may Allah be pleased with him, said, "By Allah, the only one who is to be worshipped, I used to be so hungry that I had to lie on the bare ground to try and feel better. I even tied a stone to my belly sometimes to keep me from feeling hunger pains." Path that the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam and his companions would usually take. I sat there one day hoping that someone would notice how hungry I was and feed me. When Abu Bakr, may Allah be pleased with him, came, I asked him about some verse in the Quran. I wanted him to see how hungry I was and invite me as he always did, but Allah decreed that he would talk with me and then go on his way. Then I saw Umar, may Allah be pleased with him, and I asked him about a verse, but Allah decreed that he would go on his way just like Abu Bakr. The Prophet sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wasallam came on and noticed me. He smiled. He knew by the look on my face how I was feeling. Then he said, Abba Hir, which means Abu Hurairah. And I said, Labbaik ya Rasulullah, which means at your service, O Prophet of Allah. He said, follow me. He left, and so I followed him. We came to his home. He went in, and then I asked if I could enter, and I was allowed in. The Prophet sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wasallam found in his home a bowl of milk. So he asked, where is this milk from? Or in Arabic, min ayna hatha labuna. I may have said that wrong, but carrying on. The people in his house replied, somebody gave it to you as a gift. He said to me, Ya Abba Hir, O Abu Hurairah. And I said, Labbaik ya Rasulullah, at your service, O Prophet of Allah. And he said, go ask the people of As-Sufa to come to my home. Abu Hurairah tells us that Ahlus Sufa were the poorest, most miskeen Muslims. They had no family, no money, and no one to help them. When the Prophet ﷺ was given charity sadaqah, he would send it out to the Ahlus Sufa without taking any from it. But the Prophet ﷺ were given a gift, hidayah, he would send some of it and take some for himself. Abu Hurairah continues with the story. I wasn't happy about what the Prophet ﷺ ordered me to do. I thought to myself, the milk will not be enough for all those people. I thought it would be better for me to get a chance to drink from it to make myself strong. I was so tired and hungry. And it was only really enough for one man, but the Prophet ﷺ of Allah had told me to give the milk to them. I did not think there would be any left for me, but there was nothing for me to do except obey Allah and His Messenger. So I went to the people of Ahl Sufa and I called them. They came and asked permission to enter. They were allowed in. They settled into the seats in the house. The Prophet said, Ya Abba Hir. And I said, Labbaik ya Rasulullah. He said, take the milk and give it to them. So I took the bowl and offered the first man. He drank his belly's fill. Then he passed the bowl back to me. There was still milk left in the bowl. So I gave the bowl to another man. He drank till his belly was full and then passed the bowl back to me. still I saw milk in the bowl, just as much as there had been before anyone had drunk from it. Each and every one of the people there had filled their bellies full of milk. Then I came to the Prophet ﷺ. He took the bowl and held it in his hand. He looked at me and smiled. Then he said, Abbahir. I said, Labbaik ya Rasulullah. He told me, now it's just you and me left. I said, you have spoken the truth, O Prophet of Allah. He said to me, sit down and drink. So I sat down and drank. And he said again to me, drink, ishrab. So I drank until I couldn't anymore. He kept urging me, drink, ishrab, drink, drink, until I had to say, no, by the one who sent you the truth, I have no room in my belly for it. Then he said, give it to me. I gave the bowl. And he praised Allah and said, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, and drank what was left. The miracle of the bowl of milk. I hope you liked and enjoyed this story. Make sure to like, share and subscribe so that you can get more videos like this one. And on that note, Assalamu alaikum.